That to me is a threat. That's how I read that. And I don't know how they get away with doing this thing. Hi, it's me again, and I'm back with one of my favourite videos to do, the letters from TV licensing, because I genuinely do not know how they get away with sending letters like this to people. So this letter I've got today was sent to me by somebody who cancelled their television licence. So they phoned them up and they declared they no longer need a licence, cancelled their direct debit, did everything right, and this was the first letter they received from them. Please get in touch to avoid further action. Yep, no thank you for your years of paying us a subscription. No, we're sorry to see you go and hope you come back soon. No, none of that. Get in touch to avoid further action. How do they get away with it? It's wrong, isn't it? So let's break this down, because maybe you've received one of these letters for whatever reason and you're a bit worried by it. And you could very well be if you don't know how it all works. So I'm going to break it down as I always do and let you know what it's all about. And if it's not this letter you received a different letter, check the playlist in the description box below. I've pretty much done all the letters now. So if you've received one and you're a bit scared by it, you'll find them all down in the playlist below. Right, let's crack on with this one, shall we? Dear Sir/Madam, your property is now listed as unlicensed on our database. This means it is against the law to watch or record programs as they're being shown on TV or live on an online TV service, or download or watch BBC programs on demand, including catch-up TV or iPlayer, at this address. It is our duty to ensure that everyone who needs a licence has one, so we may have to begin an investigation into your property. Right, so the person that sent me this, they phoned up and they declared they do not require a television licence, something I've done for many years and something I've preached people to do. And normally the first letter you get is a letter confirming your declaration. But they do have a lot of admin errors and they like to try and scare people. And this happens to be the first letter they got. They did, however, get an email confirming their no licence needed declaration. But they still received this letter. And it's taking the mickey, right? Your property is now listed as unlicensed on our database. Yeah, that was the plan. They don't want a license. They don't require your license. So why are you putting unlicensed in big, bold letters? That is a mickey take, isn't it? And then it confirms what we all know. You can't watch or record anything as it's being broadcast or use BBC iPlayer is basically all that says, without a television license. But you can watch on demand, Channel 3, Channel 4, Channel 5, Sky channels on Now TV, you can use Amazon Prime, all of that. So it does confirm that, fair enough. But that last sentence there, wasn't it? It's our duty to ensure that everyone who needs a licence has one. So we may have to begin an investigation into your property. These people told you they don't require your services anymore and they have opted out, as is their right to do. Because if they don't do the things you list there, they don't require a television licence. So what gives you the right to begin an investigation into their property? You have no right at all. They've declared they don't need your service. That's the end of it. What are you doing at television licensing? You're trying to scare people. This person knows the rules. They know they don't require a television license, and now you want to investigate their property. So if you've received this and you're a bit worried by that investigation bit, let me break it down for you. The only way they can investigate is to send someone to your house to try and sell you a television license. Now, these people do this day in and day out, and they're quite good at twisting your words. So they'll talk to you and they'll ask to come in and all of these things. And their only goal in life is to sell you a license or get you a fine, because they earn commission. It's 20, 25 quid a house they get if they sell you a license or get you a fine. So that's their investigation. There is no investigation. They want to stitch you up. So if you get knocked on your door, and you may very well, if you declare you don't need a licence, you may very well get a knock on your door from one of these TV licensing goons. They're door-to-door salesmen. And they come dressed quite official with clipboards and little electronic devices and stuff, right? And people think there's something important. And they don't have any powers. They're not the police. They're not bailiffs. TV licensing will tell you that on their own website. They're nothing. They are door-to-door salesmen. And the best way to deal with an unwanted door-to-door salesman is to shut the door in their face, isn't it? And you are within your rights to do so. And you should do so. Never, ever talk to these people. No good can come of it. There's so many horror stories of good, innocent people being stitched up by these scumbag goons. So if you get a knock on your door, don't be scared to open your own front door. It's your house, right? You shouldn't be scared to open your own front door in your own house. So you open the door and you go, hello, who are you? Hello, I'm from TV licensing. Don't even let them finish their sentence. Just go, no thanks. Shut the door. That's it. They can't keep knocking. They can't put the foot in the door. They can't harass you. They may come back in the future. They'll get another door knocked in their face. They're not going to waste their time, right? They want to get easy prey to make their commission. It's a numbers game, sales, isn't it? So if they know they're not getting any joy from your address, they will not keep coming back because they keep getting a door shut in their face, as is your right to do. I've done it. Read the comments below. Loads of people have done it. And if you still don't believe me you can do it, there's a playlist below of goon visits where I grade them. And you see people just closing doors in their faces. That's the best way to deal with these people. So don't be scared by it. There is no investigation they can do apart from sending someone to your house. There's no such thing as detector vans. They're a myth. The only plan they have is to knock on your door and send you scary letters. Bin the letters, close the door in their face, feel empowered, save you 159 quid a year. Right, what else does this say? What you should do now. To stop the investigation, please do one of the following. Buy a TV licence. Funny that would stop the investigation. Tell us you don't need a licence. TV licence, no TV. Person's already done that and you've still sent them this shitty letter. If you've recently moved to an address which I'll redact out, please visit TV licensing, blah, blah, blah. So a lot of admin errors there. So you don't need to do any of those. You don't even need to tell them you don't require a licence. You can just blank them. Just cancel your direct debit and blank them is the best way to do it. If you're thinking of cancelling your TV licence and you're worried about getting stuff like this, how the process would work is, there's two ways to do it, really. You can phone them up and tell them you don't require a licence. The phone people are quite helpful. I don't hear many complaints about the phone people. You can phone them up and tell them you don't need a licence and they'll go through it all on the phone. It doesn't take very long. And then you won't require a licence for 2 years and then they'll send you a letter after 2 years asking if anything's changed. But you'll still get admin error letters like this one, just throw them away. The other thing you can do is just blank them completely. Cancel your direct debit first thing to do. Even if you're cancelling properly and you might be due a refund, right? Always cancel your direct debit first, because if they can have admin errors like this, what admin errors are they going to have if you cancel properly? And they say, oh, you must keep your direct debit open in case we need to send you a refund. No, they're going to keep billing you. First thing to do, either way you do it, is cancel your direct debit payment with your bank, all right? And then either phone them or just blank them off. If you blank them off, you're going to get loads of these comedy letters. But it's okay. You can just throw them away. No big deal. Right, what else does it say? The consequences of being incorrectly licensed. If we don't hear from you, we will have to schedule a visit to your address. If you're found to be watching, recording and downloading TV illegally, you risk prosecution and a fine. So what I read there is different to the words on the page. I read there, if we don't hear from you, we will send the boys round. That's what I read. That is demanding money with menaces. That, to me, is a threat. If we don't hear from you, we'll have to schedule a visit to your address. That, to me, is a threat. That's how I read that. And I don't know how they get away with doing this thing. If you're found to be watching, recording and downloading TV illegally, you risk prosecution and a fine. How are they going to know that? Because one, we're not going to talk to them. And two, we definitely are not going to let them in our house because they have no right to be in our house. We're just going to close the door. So how can they possibly know if we're watching, recording and downloading TV illegally? They couldn't possibly know. You shouldn't be doing it without a television licence, and I don't condone it. But they would never know if you do because you're not going to talk to them and you're not going to let them in your house, are you? So they've got nothing. That's their investigation over. They can't do anything else. So if you've got one of these letters, please don't be scared of it. Like I said, all the letters I've done are in a playlist below. I've done pretty much all of them now, and they're all complete nonsense once you understand them. So do not be scared by these letters from TV licensing, honestly. So if you've received a letter that you think I haven't covered, check the playlist below. If you've received one you think I haven't got, do send it over to me. You'll find out how to contact me down there as well. Do that, send it over, because sending your letters over really helps other people. Because people get these letters, they Google it, they stumble across these videos, and they get a bit of help they may need, and it's good. And you know, if you've received one of these and you are worried about it and you think I'm wrong or I'm lying to you, read the comments below. Loads of people are going to comment on this video and you will see that these letters are just scary nonsense. So while you're down there as well, looking at the comments and clicking all the links I keep talking about down there, if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It really helps the channel to grow, reach new people, and convert people to stop paying the bloody BBC their money every year. That's what I'm all about here. So you think about doing that. And as always, thanks for watching. And hopefully I'll see you in another video again soon, won't I? Ta-da.